This lesson is part of a set of lessons dedicated to dependent drop-down lists. What do I mean by dependent drop-down lists? Basically, in this example, you have three lists of items, list 1, 2, and 3, and you have one drop-down menu. In this drop-down menu, if I select, for example, list 2, I will be able to go to this drop-down and see all the items related to list 2 and select one of them. How to create these drop-downs? In this lesson, we're gonna look at the choose methodology to do it, and we're gonna look at something that is quick and easy. So for example, if you want to add new informations in the list, it might not work, you might have to update your formula. But in later lessons, once you get the hang of easier concept like this one, I will show you how to make this dynamic so it auto updates if you add any data to this list. So let's start. First of all, let's just remove whatever we have here. So I'm just gonna click on the first drop-down list, then I'm gonna press Ctrl, select the second one, go to data, click on validation, say OK, do any value, and now we have nothing. To create the first drop-down, it is very simple. I select the cell, I click on the data validation, I do list, I click here, select the three headers, and then I say OK, and I will get this. Now for this one, it's a bit more complicated. So let's look first at the formula, and then we'll paste the formula into the data validation. I like to do this methodology because here you can troubleshoot your formula. You can see if you have any problem before you just paste it in your data validation. So let's write equal choose, open the parentheses. We have an index number. So here, for example, if I want to select the second list, I'm just going to type 2 for now, and then I have values. So value 1 will be the first list, value 2 the second list, value 3 the third list, and so on. So let's select value 1. So we're going to select this, comma, value 2 is my second list, comma, third list. I'm going to close the parentheses, press enter, and as you can see, I can get all the car brands. Now here we have hard-coded the 2. How to get the 1, 2, or 3? We can use the match formula. So I'm just going to show you the match formula here. Equal match, open parentheses, lookup value is my list 2, lookup array is this, and then match type, I want exact match, so I'm going to select 0, close parentheses, you get the 2. Now that you have this, we're just going to copy paste this formula and insert it here. And then we press enter. So if I change my list, I will get the right information. And by the way, you can see here that in my Excel version, I can see all the elements when I just put the formula. But if you have an older version of Excel, you might only see the first element. How can you see all the elements? Basically, you just select the formula here in the formula bar and you press F9. Once you press F9, you can see all the elements and you can check whether you get the right things. I'm going to press escape and then get back to what I have. I'm going to copy the formula, Ctrl C, escape. I'll go to data validation after selecting the cell. Then I'll go to list. I will paste this here, say OK. We can delete here. We don't need this element. And then once I have list 1, I have the names. So I can select Martina, for example. If I go to list 3, I can see that I have Jan, Feb, March, etc. And that's how it works. So this is a simple case. So if you like this lesson, please don't forget to leave a thumb up and continue watching the other videos on this topic because I'm going to teach you in 3 of them how can I make this dynamic.